Children, 3.3, before we begin solving the exercise, we will be first discussing the solved examples before 3.3. This is the solved example of your textbook. You can see one figure here. It has center O. There is a circle with center O and there is a point A, point B and point C on the circle. We want to name the arcs which are formed by point A, point B and point C. So it is very clearly visible which are the arcs. So first question we can name, I think you all know. First is major arc AB, then arc BC, then arc AC, then arc ABC, then arc CAB, arc CAB, you can label CAB, first is AB, then is BC, then ABC, then AC, then CAB. So you can name the arcs accordingly. Now second question is major arc BC is given 110. Let me write with the colored chalk. BC is 110 degree and major arc AB is given 125 degree. Okay, this one is given 125 and this arc is given 110. I hope you can distinguish between the color. This is yellow and this is pink. 110. We need to find out remaining arc. Now see children, according to second question, arc AB, if I write measure of arc AB plus measure of arc BC plus measure of arc AC will be equal to 360 degree because the whole circle is of 360 degree. So I can place the value. Measure arc AB is how much? 125 degree plus measure arc BC is how much? 110 plus measure arc AC which is equal to 360 degree. 125 and 110, 235 plus measure arc AC which is equal to 360. If I shift 235 this side, I can get the value for arc AC. That would be measure arc AC is equal to 360 minus 235 degree which will be equal to, let us subtract it here, 360, 235, 10 minus 5, 5, 5 minus 3, 2 and 3 minus 2 is 1, that is equal to 125 degree. So measure arc AC we got 125 degree. So let me write it here, 125 degree AC. Now you can also find many other arcs, remaining arc as it is said, all the arcs you know. Now you can just use the arc addition property. Here complete circle you can write here, complete circle region is 360 degree and that is the property which we have used here. Now remaining arc you can find, I got arc AC, I got BC, I got AB. Now I can find measure arc ABC. ABC what? Arc AB plus, yes, arc AB plus arc BC. AB is how much? 125 degree plus BC is 110 degree, which will be equal to, here only we have done 235 degree. So measure arc ABC, we got 235 degree ABC. Like that we can find BCA. Now to find measure arc BCA, arc BC plus arc AC. Here we are using arc addition property. Arc addition property. Measure arc BC is 110 plus AC is 125 degree, which will be equal to 235 degree. So measure arc BCA is 235 degree. Now like that we can find out BAC. So for finding BAC we have to start from here and end till here. So measure arc BAC is equal to measure arc BA, children, plus AC, arc AC. BA is 125 degree plus AC is 125 degree, which is equal to 250 degree. So measure arc BAC is 250 degree. So we can find so many arcs by using the property of arc addition property. Even here we have to write arc addition property. You can pause the video, children, and you can write down the sum. Children, you can see one diagram which is drawn on the board, in which you can see circle, and the circle is with center T. This is solved example of your textbook before 3.3 exercise, example 2. PQRS. PQRS is a rectangle, children, given. PQRS is a rectangle. This is a symbol of rectangle inscribed in a circle. Inscribed in a circle. Now what do you mean by inscribed in a circle? Means it is all the vertices of the rectangle are on the circle. That means it is inscribed in a circle. PQRS. Now what we need to prove? We need to prove the first thing, arc PQ is congruent to arc SR. Second thing, arc SPQ is congruent to arc PQR. RQP. See, children, arc PQ we have to prove arc PQ is congruent to arc SR. Okay, and arc SPQ is equal to RQP. This is what we have to prove. Got it? Now how to do it? First we'll begin with what is given. It's given PQRS is a rectangle inscribed in a circle. So we start with that. Solution. First point, PQRS is a rectangle given. Okay. Therefore, what would happen? PQ would be equal to SR. Reason, opposite sides of rectangle. Opposite sides of a rectangle are congruent. So PQ will be equal to SR. If PQ is equal to SR, now see, a PQ is subtending which arc? PQ. See, shadow of this side will be formed on this arc, na? PQ. So PQ is subtending arc PQ. Arc PQ. SR is subtending the arc SR. So if PQ side is equal to SR side, then the arc subtended by those sides also will be equal. Therefore, we can say, let me write here one point, PQ subtend arc, let us write it here as X and here as Y. So there is no confusion in taking the name of the arc. PQ subtend arc PXQ. Can you understand this? PQ side is subtending the arc PXQ and SR side is subtending the arc SYR. SR subtend arc SYR. Both the sides are equal. Therefore, the arcs which they subtend also will be equal. So we can say arc PXQ is equal to arc SYR equal chord subtend equal arc. Okay. So finally we can write PXQ means arc PQ and SYR means arc SR. So this is proved. The first thing is proved. Instead of PXQ, we can finally write PQ. Even if you don't write, no problem. For your convenience to understand, because every time we are taking the name PQ, so children always get confused between which is the arc. See, this is the side PQ and this is the arc PXQ. So this arc can be named also as PYQ or PQ. Next is what you want to prove, arc SPQ. SPQ is equal to RQP. Now second point is here, PQ side is opposite to SR and they are the side of rectangle, therefore they are equal. So PS is also the side of rectangle, QR is also side of rectangle. So both are opposite to one another, therefore they will be equal to one another. So we can say side PS is equal to side QR, reason opposite side of rectangle are equal, and therefore arc PS, this arc is equal to QR, because PS is subtending arc PS and QR side is subtending arc QR. So arc PS is equal to arc QR, reason would be the same, equal chord subtends equal arc, chords subtend equal arc. equal arc. Arc PS plus arc PXQ is equal to arc PXQ plus arc QR. See, arc PS is equal to arc QR. So, arc PS is equal to arc QR. What I have done? I have added PXQ. See this, PXQ in both the arc. So, they will be equal because I am adding PXQ both the side. So, therefore I can say arc SPQ, because SP plus PXQ will be SPQ. Arc SPQ is equal to, see, SP plus PXQ is going to be equal to SPQ. So, arc SPQ is equal to arc, now see here, RQ plus PXQ plus RQ is going to be PQR or RQP or RPQ. Both we have added common factor and therefore we got this, hence proved, children. You can pause the video, children, and you can learn the sum, rewind it as many times as you wish and learn it very properly.